Hello, hello, sweet people of Inglês no Rádio. Welcome to another episode of course, Inglês no Rádio. I'm here with Foster Hodge.
Hello, sweet people. That is my phrase.
And I'm Alexa Souza, the guinea pig of this situation. And today we are continuing talking about the untranslatable untranslatable words around the world. And our pick for today is Saudade.
Saudade.
Yeah. Saudade, amor, que saudade.
Choose whatever song you want. Most Brazilian songs contain the word saudade.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot. But, Foster, my question is for you today.
Sure.
Do you understand the meaning of saudade?
Yes.
And?
Well, I can describe it intellectually. And I can also, I was going to say tentar. I'm going to try. I can attempt to describe it emotionally and what I feel deep, deep down in my soul.
Okay, go ahead.
So I have two ways of thinking about saudade. On one hand, I think it's a beautiful sentiment, something that perhaps cannot be fully captured or understood in English. But at the same time, I kind of think that we can totally describe it in English. And when most Brazilians or Portuguese speakers are describing this sense of saudade, it's essentially like an exclusionary thing, like, oh, it's not nostalgia or an intense longing for something. It's something that just us Brazilians feel, and I feel a little bit left out.
I don't think it's like that.
Can we just start with, what do you think it is?
Yeah, so this is my personal opinion about it. So I really don't care if you guys agree or not with me, because this is the way that I feel.
Ooh, feisty.
Yeah, because this is the way that I feel. So I think that we, as Brazilians, we use the word saudade in a wrong way. I think that we should use the word saudade in a way that I feel about, for example, my mom. So I really, really, extremely miss her, which is saudade. Okay? And this is for feelings that we can describe, and it hurts so much, or it makes you feel so much joy that it's not only missing, you know? Like, it's not only to miss.
Yeah.
Não é simplesmente fazer falta. So, if I am missing my friends in Brazil, eu tô sentindo a falta deles. That's the way that I think. But saudade, for me, nowadays, has another meaning, completely different.
Yeah, I think this is where I have a slight problem. Not a problem, but maybe a misunderstanding of saudade is exactly what you're saying. Because when you read about saudade, it's like this intense feeling of missing something that will never return again. Like the way you feel about your mom. It's really this indescribable emotion almost that only has a word for it in Portuguese, saudade. But most of my experience in Portuguese, people are saying saudades to me all the time.
But I do that
it's
as
like,
well.
Saudades, got it. And I'm like, hey, I saw you yesterday, you know?
No, it's not like that, but yeah.
No, but people always say like, que saudades, Foster.
People, like, you mean Alexia, when you go downstairs to work and then you come, I'm like, ai que saudade, amor.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, Alexia, it was 12 minutes.
And then I argue that I'm being cute, so just go with it.
And then I'm like, hey, saudade is an intense feeling of longing or nostalgia.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like, even I do that, you know? And I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling that we banalized this word so much.
You can say, yeah, you made something banal. But I think you just kind of diminished it or made it so common that it lost the true meaning that it perhaps once held in the past.
Yeah, that's what I feel about saudade. That's exactly what I feel about saudade.
Okay. And do you think this is a uniquely Brazilian thing? Do you think, for example, Portuguese people use it correctly, or are they doing the same thing?
I think they do the same thing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay. So on one hand, I think that really no one's using a word incorrectly. It's just over time, words change in their definition and their meaning. So perhaps saudade is just morphed into a different definition. In English, we call this morphology.
Mm-hmm.
That's a linguistics term for all you nerds.
But having this, I'll just say pensamento, this way of thinking.
Thought?
Yeah, this thought that maybe Portuguese people would use saudade in a different way. For example, they use adeus to say ciao. Yeah. And every time that someone says adeus for me, being a Brazilian girl, it's like, até nunca mais, like, adeus.
Yeah, you're literally saying to God yes. Until we meet again.
Yes, so...
It's very heavy. Like, shit, adeus. What's happening?
And then when they use like adeusinho, it's better, but it's still adeus. So, I don't know. That maybe adeus is not lost, if I could say that, in Brazilian Portuguese. But in European Portuguese, it's already a common thing.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good observation and connection. I think the question is, Alexia, is saudade truly an untranslatable word? Because a lot of these words that we have been talking about, yeah, it takes a lot of describing to get anything close. But at least in the common usage of saudade, you can just say, I really miss you, or nostalgia. Like, it's pretty close with most things.
I'm gonna get really deep right now. Like, really philosophical.
Philosophical.
Yeah, philosophical.
Go for it.
I think that every single word you can translate, or at least understand the word, but if you don't know how to feel this word, you really don't understand what it is. So if you really don't understand saudade because you don't know what the feeling is, you can be only missing someone and not really, really having saudade,
Yeah, I think what you're talking about is some things are really tacit, like they need to be experienced to be understood. So I think there is an experiential element to saudade. There's kind of a famous, I don't know if this is a quote or I'm just making this up, but a lot of people in English say words matter, like words are important. And then you can kind of flip that and say words have matter, like they literally have a material substance. And
words have matter?
Yes, matter is what the earth is composed of. No, materia.
Okay.
Yeah, so words are important. Words matter, but words have matter. Is the word saudade really comes from an experience that exists, that you can't just describe it. It's actually something that existed in your life and it's there.
Yeah. You saw that I was looking at my phone now because I was looking for that lyrics from Chega de Saudade from Vinícius de Moraes, because for me, it's almost a perfect way to describe saudade. Because when you think about it, like he's saying that, go away with my sadness, because without her, the woman that he's in love, I can't feel peaceful. I can't see the beauty in life. So he's missing her so much at the point that he knows that he won't be with her anymore. So this is saudade, What I mean is the person, the feeling is not like about dead people, like my mom, for example, like can be about a moment, can be about a situation, it can be about a person that that it's not going to be with you anymore, even though this person is alive. So I just wanted to make this point here.
Yeah. Again, I think we could almost put that in perfect English by saying heartbreak.
It's more than that.
More than a broken heart?
Yeah.
My goodness. You're really putting saudade on a pedestal. Your heart is the most essential organ that we have.
Yes, because you can feel saudade about good moments as well. It's not a heartbreak only. It's not a bad thing.
Heartbreak.
What did I say?
Heartbreak.
Yeah, okay.
Heartbreak.
Heartbreak. You know? So you can feel saudade about a moment that it was amazing in your life and you know that it's not going back.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing.
It goes both ways. You can be heartbroken for the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. Anyway, it's a super interesting, deep topic, slightly controversial. I would love to hear everyone's comments about whether you think saudade is this really beautiful, important, uniquely Portuguese word, or if it's just a more banal, common feeling of nostalgia or missing something or someone. Yeah?
Yeah.
Any last words about saudades, meu amor?
Every time that you're not with me, I miss you and I feel saudade.
I miss you and I feel saudade. Very complicated place to end, but I think that's a good place to end today. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Até já já.
Bye.